Jealousy is not something that we like to talk about. And if it comes up for us, we prefer to pretend that we didn't have those kind of feelings pop in. And there's two sides of it. It could be us that's feeling jealous of someone else, what they have, or we can feel that someone is jealous of us or what we have, which can feel very separating. It can really feel very separating from that other person. And so we generally, think of these things as negative. But I want to tell a story. I was working a few years ago, 50, 60 hours a week, night shifts, not feeling very energetic or healthy. I was in a lot of debt, and I was in a long-term relationship with a lot of toxic elements that I just didn't really see my way out of this life at all. And there was a girl that lived in my town, and she was a tattoo artist, did paintings and stuff. And she's about my age, really pleasant, and she traveled a lot, and she supported herself with her art. And sometimes I'd see her going through town on this cute little turquoise scooter. And every time I saw her, something in me was like, ugh, I feel jealous of her. And it wasn't even, I'm sure, some of it was like, yeah, I'd love to be doing those things with my life. But deep down, it was like, I want to feel what I think those things are bringing her. I want to feel freedom. I want to feel creative inspiration. I want to feel life. And I don't. And so her Instagram and her riding around on that bike reminded me of what I wished I had but did not have. I didn't dislike her. I didn't judge her. I was literally irritated when I saw her about myself. There's also been other times where, because I know what it's like to feel jealous, I could tell if someone had those feelings towards me. And that felt pretty unpleasant because there was a separation there. There was a really subtle vibe of separation. It felt awkward. It felt strange. And it felt like I couldn't connect with those people. And I knew what it was because I had been that person. And so taking this and kind of turning it on its head, a few years later, I found myself traveling full time. My debts were paid off. I had started to do a lot of art. It was a gift that came to me through my near-death experience. I couldn't draw or paint beforehand, but I could after. And I realized, wow, she had provided inspiration for me without me even realizing. Something that I thought was negative, jealousy, something had registered in me. And I was experiencing more freedom, more creative inspiration. And then on that flip side, if you're the person that is on the receiving end of jealousy, know that something that you're doing, something that you've achieved, is inspiring someone else to take notice of you. And even if you feel a little icky when they're around, because you can feel those kind of jealous vibes coming, know that you need to keep showing up. If this girl, this artist didn't show up in my town and express herself and express her gifts, I never would have gotten the ideas and the inspiration to call in these things to my life. So know that if someone's jealous of you, you're probably not being rejected or judged or hated. It's probably that they see something that you have that they want, that they don't have, or they don't know how to get it. And when they see you being with the things that you are being with, they are irritated because they feel in themselves, wow, I wish I had that, but I have no idea how to get it. And seeing it in that person is making me feel horrible. So either way, be inspired by the people that you might feel jealous of. And if someone is jealous of you, keep showing up, keep shining brightly, keep being pleasant, and radiating what you have, what you're developing, what you're creating outwards, so that you can inspire those people that are watching you. And don't take anything personally. Don't take anything personally.